Okay, yeah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I'm gonna explain you guys my new projects about um Jadwal Sholat. So basically, this Jadwal Sholat is like one of feature on Bit Aqua. So now we're gonna explain you guys the, the first file that you're running. So main heart is like the main things, the main heart that will running the application. So every time when you open the application, nah, this application will run. This file will run first. You can see there's the like the entry points of the Flutter applications on here, and the class my app is for the define the main application widgets like the stylus and setting the material and routes the way for the application. And on here you can see on the override like for build the root the application the widget of the application, for configuring for setuping the material app, the title, name, themes and navigation, and the way. And you can see on here there's a title. Mean for titles we use the Pitahua, and for the base of the color is deep purple. And on here you can see on the root, and there's the address name. This the address slash, and the name of address is dashboard screens. The address is doa, context doa screens, and same for the rest. And now we're gonna go to the Jadwal screens. You can see on here, and then there are like several necessary package like the color constant, the metro widget, geocoding, geolocation, HTTP client, and date for formatting. And you can see on here, there's for the define the stateful with the for the prayer schedule screens. There's the class data scholar, class data scholar for define the stateful, yeah. And you can see on here on the class Jadwal Sholat is for the stat class for the Jadwal Sholat. For basically they will managing the prayer schedule for the data, then the UI things and the US stuff. So they will handle it all. And you can see on here this the dynamic data sort is for like a page the path for the data schedule data, and this for the store locations names as strings for the display. So they will show the display of the location names on. And yes, the bowl is for loading the flag that show the progress indicator. So they will show the indicator of the progress on the screens. Now we're gonna go to on the fetch. You can see on here on the feature list dynamic is like the fetch for the player schedule like a JSON data from the remote URL based on the city, month, and years. You can see strings, city, and there's the strings months and the string years. On here on the strings is also for the for fetch for the prayer schedules, the data that they take from the remote URL. You can see if there is something problem, they will show the text that gagal mengambil data on here, or in other exception is failed to load the Jadwal Sholat. And on here on the super init states is for analyze the states and the page locations, for they will analyzing the states and the page location and the praise schedule. They will synchroning the widget with decorations, and this the string normalized city names. So they will normalizing the city names to expected to IP format for by removing the common words, mapping and no exceptions. So they will like normalizing this the city names to exception to expected IP format. And on here you can see this for remove the common location prefix the words, like they will remove the kota, kabupaten, regency. urgency, and now we can see this to the manual, knowing the mapping of the city names, not organized by the IP. So basically, this not doesn't get handled by the IP. There's the kabupaten, the icons of the city map like Kabupaten Bogor, Bogor City, Kota Bogor, Kabupaten Malang, Malang City, Kabupaten Surabaya, Surabaya City. And you can see on here on the each current user is like the each current user is for like what they call it, the current user locations. So they will like ask the permissions, request location permission. They will search for the city names, the fish prayers, schedules, and the update the states. So you can see on here on the strings on the like comment below the line to normalize the city name from the location that place mark if need, and strings cities like normalize the city names place, and you can see on the string months on here. So basically this like for the permission sections, like for the they will handle the permission sections for the locations. And now this is for for building the UI screens, including the app bar. You know the app bar, like the name of the title of the bar, title of the bookshelves. That will show the indicator, the if there is error message, and the prior times displays. And here, so basically this for handling the UI things, UI stuff like the app bar, like when you use like something. I use the cupboard. There's the name of the cupboard, like the name of the brand of the titles, and there's the indicator or like something else. So they will show the indicator, the error message. They will handle by the jadwal source screens on here on the widget override. Now we're gonna go to the time. So you can see on the time this. So basically this thing is for handling the times for the times, including the times. They will like um define the times with the widget class, which like the status widgets used to display the prayers informations. So they will show the informations of the prayers times, and this there is the final strings for declare the final variable for the prayers, like the prayers names, times, strings, and the image assets path. So this for the prayers, and this for the time of the strings, and this for the asset of the image, the way path. And now and here on the constructor for the time widgets, they will requiring the key, the play times, and the image parameters. They will like as as the image and the times, what times is it, and what time is it on this what play on this clock. And on the override is for building the to define the method to defining the widget layout. Like on here, you can see on the written arrow widgets, arrange or child widget horizontally. So basically, this is like was like stack of bookshelves. The books is there is like a row widgets that horizontal with the horizontal move, horizontal style here, and they will like put the book uh, and you can see on here this like the prayers of the prayer name as the text widgets with expected stylings. So every books have their own styles, have this is style. Like the color constant, we use the color is constant, and the font is like regular. And this for like adding some space between the widgets. And now we're going to project surface. So basically on here you can see on the you can see on here there is the request. There is the on here there's the request location permissions. So this like when ask they will ask the user the device for permission to access their geography the location the geographic locations for like they will like for the examples like the bouncer and like it's like when you want to go to some event you need to you can you must uh you can enter because you haven't have a permission from the security so you need to wait a minute or a second so when the user is when the security give you permission to that they give you allowing you to go to the event you can enter the agenda the event and now you can see on the current on the get current locations on here on the get current locations positions it's like for what it's like I mean the get current plus smart is like if the permission is current if working it use for they will use the GPS to find the device for the precise the coordinates the altitude and the long latitude and it then convert those coordinates into the reliable address on a place mark like finding the city names, the country names, and this like taxi dispatchers. First, when they get your exact coordinates, the GPS, then they will look up those coordinates on the map, and they will search search your name of your city's neighbor or your cities from your according your coordinate that you give. And you can see on here on a page Jadwal Jadwal Sholat you can see on here. So basically this like when they will text the names, months and years, this they will send the request over the internet like a specific IP endpoint like the web address to download the monthly prayer schedules data for the that cities. And so basically this technology is like the email order catalog. You fill out the an order form like the city, month, years, and you send it off. And the company the IP looks up your order on that you send. They will send back the package. They will send back the package, the JSON data with the schedule too. And now we're going to calculate the next years. You can see like this calculate the next prayers times for the given the prayer schedules. So this will compare compares the current time the times to of today's prayers to Buzur and blah blah. It's it finds the first prayers whose times is still on the features on a feature that tells you its name and the exact names too. So basically this calculate the next period is like a train station's monitors and they will continuously looks at the current clock compares the all schedule trains. So like the previous times for the day, it's how like the everyday every next trains that hasn't left. So just like the train station monitor will like looking or continuously looks on the current clock, and you can see on the gate background on here, on a gate background and here it's like for check the current hour of the day, morning, afternoon, or night. It will select the corresponding background image file path that will display on the app and the app. So they will customize the image background according the times on your locations. So now we're going to the demo the applications. So you can see on here, yeah, on here, yeah. When you open the what you call it, the Jadwal Sholat, right, yeah, you can see on here. There's the the city names. You can see this the city names on the below, and on the above of the city names is the date. You can see this nowadays is Senin 24 November, and for the location is Kabupaten Bogor, Kacamata Pamijahan. And you can see this, they will give the locations, the exact time for prayers. There's the subuh prayers is 4 past 4, and here is 11, 11 past 41, and this Asar 15 past 5, and this Maghrib and this Isha. They will show the prayer schedules. Yeah, so that's all for me. So sorry, mistakes. I hope you guys can understand how to use this app. And yeah, that's all for me. And assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.